Hi everyone, my name is Judy Morioki and I am a Tech Policy Assistant at the Lawyers Hub. So, this week, Safaricom released its new Fair Use Policy Notice and Kenyans responded. The response revealed a variety of sentiments from users. Issues such as the use of the phrase unlimited in their advertising, the feeling that consumers were not engaged sufficiently, data caps, throttle speeds, and more. You may be wondering, how do fair use policies work? Generally, an ISP will offer, for the money that you pay, internet access at a given speed. However, because the internet is a limited resource, an ISP, internet service provider, may choose a variety of ways to keep this internet that they are offering accessible to all. These ways include the use of data caps, which essentially sets a maximum in GBs beyond which your speed will be brought down. This bringing down is also known as throttling, which is a term you may have had quite a bit. So this may be implemented daily, depending on your subscription or in your monthly bundle that you pay for at the end of each month. This happens all over the world in some sort of variety. In Kenya, different large ISPs have some variation of these things: the data capping, the throttling, the bundle sizes, including what you may have seen this week from Safaricom. So, the intention behind SUPs. The biggest issue that Kenyan ISPs have faced is resale. So your neighbor pays for an internet package and then you pay them in order to access their internet connection. The problem with this is that the investor, the person spending their billions in order to set up the infrastructure, does not necessarily get the market value or the return on investment that they were expecting. Essentially, it's simply bad for business, and the practice has grown, especially with the mass migration to home-based everything, home-based work, home-based education and entertainment in 2020 when COVID-19 happened to the world. But like every debate, there are two sides to the fair use policies argument. What's for fair use policies? Well, normal users, average consumption is often below the cap that's set, and therefore they won't necessarily feel the impact. Arguments against fair use policies include, first, legitimate high volume users feel the impact often, and this affects them significantly by insisting that they pay more money. This is your photographers, your videographers, your gamers, and the families with multiple gadgets, for example. Secondly, it punishes high users by lumping them together with your resellers and the other people who are accused of using internet for illegal business purposes. Thirdly, it is misleading to users to use the term unlimited access and then introduce caps and throttling. This being a recent and ongoing discussion, what then can you do? Firstly, read the terms and conditions. The world of tech is full of terms and conditions, and as we rely more and more on technology, there will be more terms for you to know. Secondly, engage with your ISPs over your concerns and your complaints on their terms and conditions through their websites. Thirdly, reach out to the Communications Authority on their website and file your complaints after you have engaged with your ISP provider. Finally, ensure that you engage in policy making because the internet will affect us all in the future. The world is now operating increasingly from home. Learning, entertainment, and work now take place in the home, and the internet is needed now more than ever. It's also likely that it will continue this way for years to come. But this is only a snippet. The Lawyers Hub hosted a discussion with Safaricom, Liquid Telecom, the Communications Authority, and Kicternet. We went deeply into the issues of how fair use policies are decided, the cases for and against them, the consumer protection issues, and more. Use the link at the bottom of this post and watch the entire discussion. And remember that the internet matters.